Hey everyone, Crypto Billy here with Billy Goat Tales, and today is another edition of Motivational Mindset. What do I do here? A 5 to 8 minute video. I try to give you a topic that you can think about maybe on your drive to work or whenever you have a pocket of time. Try to give you something to chew on and think about that will help you in your journey of life. Not just your journey of crypto, but your journey of life as well. Let's talk today about how to win friends and influence people. The great book by Dale Carnegie. And this was a chapter, one of our 30 chapters in our NFT book that you can find on billygoatales.io. You can mint that NFT book yourself. It's a great book on leadership and personal development. How to win friends and influence people. Number one, man, you gotta show genuine interest in others. If you're not a people person, this is going to be hard for you. If you're a people person and you learn this little technique, it's going to be great for you. But active listening is huge. And for people like me that have ADHD, you really learn techniques that help you. So listening has never been my strong suit, but I develop it every day. I've developed it for years and years and years now. That's why it annoys me when people cut me off when I'm talking. And that's why I work on not cutting them off when they're talking. Because I'm trying to actively listen, and then I want the same respect, the reciprocal respect given to me. So I learn that, right? So instead of getting mad when someone cuts me off, we just wait and we talk about that later on at a whole nother setting when everybody's peaceful. That's a little technique I learned, because active listening takes every fiber of my being to do it. And the more you do it, the easier it gets, and the more fun it gets too. But the way you can actively listen is you can ask questions, do a qualifying statement. So they say something and you say, well, did you mean this? And they repeat it in a different way, and it makes your brain understand it and put it in there in a permanent way. And it also, the side part, it makes the other people feel more important. Number two, how to win friends and influence people. Believe it or not, just smile. When you smile, a simple smile can go such a long way and create just a positive environment for people. It can help you connect to people. So that's that simple. Just smile. Number three, I would say, recalling from that chapter, and these are, you got to remember, I've read this book like 10 times over the last 30 years. So all this stuff pretty much in my head. Trying to remember. Number three, people's appreciation, right? So it's always remembering their names. So if you read the book, it's going to tell you how important it is to remember somebody's name. Guess what? I suck at that. I'm probably like the rest of you. But I've developed little techniques that help me get better at that. And so one of the techniques I can tell you that I use is if somebody comes up to me and says, hey, my name's Dave. All right? In my life, I visualize the person I know the best named Dave. So like in this example here, of course, I have lots of Daves through my life, but in my current life, a guy that's in it is Dave Digital, right? So that guy says his name's Dave. What I do is put an image when I'm shaking their hand of Dave Digital. I put an image. I say Dave Digital. This guy's Dave Digital. So the next time I meet him, my brain has filed that in a name called Dave. So I see him and I say, hey, Dave, how you doing? That is a technique you can utilize. But remembering and calling people by their name is huge. It builds connection, and it shows that you value them. So, and these are simple things, guys, but you got to practice them. If you encourage others to talk about themselves, that's going to help you win friends and influence people. Don't make it about you, make it about them. Everybody wants to talk about themselves. I mean, you can watch people and the only thing they say is I. Okay? When you can talk to somebody and they're not using me and I all the time, they probably have mastered this trait. I would say another thing would be just talk in terms of their interest and not your interest. You know, tailor the conversation, tailor your communication to the other person's perspective and not just your perspective. That is huge. That is huge. And that goes back to the first one, where you just have to communicate. You just have to listen, actively listen. You have to like people and show a sincere interest in people. You got to make others feel important. You got to acknowledge their contributions and opinions and achievements. Just like our Billy Goat Tales NFT book. Every stream I went on, you heard me saying, we have a great team. It was a team effort. You also heard me calling out Tony Biomex because he just kicked it in and really done some amazing things. And I'm doing that because that's the truth. I'm doing that because I feel that way. And I'm also doing that because I know that that's going to positively impact Tony, and I want that, right? The last thing I would say is just try to avoid criticizing. If you do have to criticize, make it constructive criticism and be kind about it. You should always be criticizing from a point of trying to help them be better, not just trying to cut them down, right? So if you're trying to help them be better or trying to give them a different perspective so maybe they can think about it, that's great, but just complaining is not the way. You got to confront it. You got to confront it straight on, but you have to be kind when you do that. That's it, guys. If you do those things, you're going to have a better chance of winning friends and influencing people in a positive way. And that's what we're all about here at Billy Goat Tales. If you want more information on this, please go to billygoattales.io and mint our NFT book that's all about leadership and development and crypto, and you'll read all about this. For $25, you can deep dive on all these topics pretty much through Billy Goat Tales. All right, guys, love you. Please like and subscribe, and I'll catch you later.